Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome back to Let's Play Daymare 1998. This is episode 13. Last time, we made our way through the Hexacore facility, trying to find our way to the roof. And in the process, we ended up fighting a very mutated Leiv, who had come back. And apparently he was both a caster and Pollux infected, which is why he was so mutated. He's still out there somewhere since he ran off after our boss fight. We also met a plot scientist who showed up just long enough to bravely sacrifice himself to set off the self-destruct. And now we're just trying to make our way to the helipad. Researcher log. We actually picked up an audio tape last time that I didn't listen to. Now, I don't think we're on a time limit yet. Also, don't have a lot of ammunition for the pistol. We have a bunch of, barely loaded mags. So let's reload our current one. Also, I think I got blood on my gun from shooting that guy so close. Alright, so let's combine. So, our ammo situation is still not great. We have 20 rounds of Magnum, 10 loaded, 10 extra, and then some shotgun, but otherwise we don't really have pistol ammo. Also, I love how this guy's really wedged in there. So let's play our audio log, and then we'll start trudging towards the exit. I really don't like navigating this thing. There's so many extra keys when you could just use the mouse for this. Are these in order? Manager, supervisor, agent, sewer inspection, foreman, rook, researcher. Okay, the researcher is the one we just picked up, so rook would be the one we found in the h.a.d.e.s office.
Audio log, Agent Rook. The situation is now hopeless. We thought we could control it, but we were wrong. We were so wrong. The other operatives belonging to h.a.d.e.s are dead. Or rather, appear to be the living dead. They shamble around Keensight like unstoppable killing machines, swarming over, cleansing anyone who avoided Castor's infection.
I wouldn't really say that they shamble.
There's also Agent Mark. Or what's left of Mark.
Not Agent Mark.
He seems to have taken a real liking to me.
Oh, that's probably the dead one then.
I know every inch of this damn wall. Yet for the first time in my life, I don't feel safe anywhere. I'm just gonna keep running and hiding from Mark until this whole mess blows over. Here, where my men and I spent every day and night together. Here, where... Oh, it's you, Mark. You found me.
Come in for a spot of tea.
Then I guess it's time for us to accomplish this one last mission. Like true brother.
Alright, so that's why we had a dead h.a.d.e.s guy with a dead h.a.d.e.s infected in front of him. The story of his final stand. Also, you notice, again, we don't get ID tags anymore. That seems to be a mechanic that they didn't fully develop, so they didn't bother to put more of them in after, Chapter 4. Alright, so I don't need these mental drops. I don't know why. I don't know if I actually need another hack cable. God damn it. See, this is what I mean about this shitty interface. You have to hit E to switch sides. You can't just scroll over for some reason. We've got all these H additives, we just have nothing to combine them with. I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna ditch... I don't even know how much inventory space I'm gonna need for the rest of the game, but I'm gonna empty this magazine, top off that one, and then we're just gonna ditch the third magazine that we picked up in that boss fight. I don't know why this one seems to be smaller. I guess because it has the hollow point icon. What can we trade? Do we have anything we can get rid of? I could buy ammo for some of my H additives. It's just any of the stuff I actually need. I was hoping we might be able to get a magazine for our Magnum, but... You know... I think I have to actually... have these in my inventory. let's make one trade. I do have another health fluid. I might as well take that out. Oh no, that's a trade, sorry. Yeah, I need orange juice for that. I guess I don't have any more healing, which kind of sucks. We don't have any more of these. Alright, well, save. Now that we've done all this inventory faffing for the first, like, 5 minutes of the episode. Let's get that other tape playing, and then we'll continue on our way out.
I'm trapped in here with that abomination. It built some kind of peculiar nest and chases after us like a hunter stalks its prey.
They all sound so completely indifferent to the situation.
It easily eliminated a small contingent of h.a.d.e.s, crushing them as if they were mere insects. That's an unpleasant reality for a non-battle hardened researcher like me. The only thing I can do now is head for the damn self-destruct mechanism and drag that fucking freak with me to hell.
Wait, but that
This is
wasn't...
the last voice recording of Dr. Sarton. So fiercely patriotic to his nation that he was willing to sacrifice himself in vain.
Wasn't his name Dr. Martin? Full of himself, even in death. Apparently this is the ultimate fate of all caster infected. They just kind of melt into goop. Alright, I guess we're not quite done yet, because they're still giving us ammo. And there's 2 ways to go. Okay, so there's quite a long hall up ahead. If we go that way. Oh, maybe we can't open these doors now. They're all blocked. Except for this one. There's no reason we can't open that one. But I guess we're just going to carry on. So this is probably going to be the final episode. I'm just wondering how Sam is going to figure into this. If he's going to, you know, show up at the end and there's going to be a 3-way standoff. Because it's not like he's run into Raven at all. They don't know each other exists. Aside from Sam hearing him on the radio. Oh. He wasn't ready to let us Liev just yet.
Damn it, this thing's unstoppable. I gotta get out of here immediately.
Oh, it's a... I see. It's some kind of... I don't even know what we're doing right now, but... Okay. So I'm mashing space, and because this stupid shit is on screen, I can't actually get this guy off, so I'm just gonna die here. That's cool. That's a good bug. That's some real good endgame kind of climactic shit. Hey, just get onto this thing where zombies walk at you while you have to mash buttons, and there's no way to let go of it. Alright, so... First off, you can fuck right off. That was the one that killed me. So he just slowly walks. I don't understand what that panel actually does.
Damn it, this thing's unstoppable. I gotta get out of here.
He came back. There. Took his head off. He's not getting back up again. So Leiv is now slow, at least. Getting zapped repeatedly had that effect on him. I was gonna check my map, but I guess that's not a good idea. This is the long hallway we saw. So this is probably a dead end on this side. Yeah. But the point of me running down here is so that he'll follow me, and then I'll be able to run back and actually do whatever the hell that stupid button combination thing is. He really takes his time. I mean, he's unkillable. I think we can agree that that's probably the case here. He's not exactly Nemesis. Are we gonna have to call the remake one Numesis to differentiate them? Okay, A.a.d.e.s. Okay, I guess I was hitting them in the wrong amount, because that was just open the door. I mean, there are more tanks here. It's also really weird that these are, like, the only thing in the game that has, like, a hey, shoot me kind of glow to them, as if they thought you wouldn't be able to figure out that these big red tanks would explode. Okay, so we have to do, like, a series of these things. So if you make a mistake, it resets. But I feel like I was hitting them in order last time. Now, maybe I'm crazy here, but this feels like they weren't expecting me to do what I did, which is just give myself space. So he's really slow, and there's no way he's gonna catch up unless one of these, like, really fucks me over. He's like 2 doors back. Oh, picking up speed now. Okay, so if he gets close to you, he just bitch slaps you with his tentacle. Wow, what a bad section. Like, I don't want to harp on the developers, but there's just certain parts you hit where it's like, why did you think that this would be an enjoyable thing to design? I still think there's more bad than good, but that just makes the bad stand out more. Like, here, we've got this very slow self-destruct siren. There's no music at all, which is the usual case for this game.
Box of ammo lying around would be nice.
And we're just supposed to deal with this very slow mutant, who then speeds up, but after you're already past the tanks, so... Are you fucking kidding me? Why is this zombie so resilient? I wanted to get as close as possible to guarantee a head explosion. Because I feel like if I don't get that, he's just going to actually get back up. Alright, so he hasn't triggered yet. How am I going to deal with this? I guess I could wait for him to walk in front of the tanks before going to the third door. I mean, I guess I don't even need to, you know, give myself the extra space.
God damn it, this thing's unstoppable. I gotta get out of here immediately.
Also, I don't really get with the camera cut. I guess it's supposed to show that he's getting close to you. And you're like, oh, gotta hurry. Okay, yeah, so it does shrink back down to minimum size when you hit the wrong one. I'm hoping these tanks will down him, give us a little more time. And with their giant explosion radius, that should hit him. Oh yeah, he's taking a little break. This just doesn't feel very, like, stressfully climactic as they expected it to. Okay, now he's rushing at me. And, of course, I'm stuck in this cutscene view. Like, they've got this whole hallway full of zombies and explosive tanks to slow them down. But then it's like... Alright, wait till he runs next to one, shoot it, casually stroll away. I don't really feel a sense of pressure here. Which, you never want that in a horror game like this. Will not open unless in first-class emergency. I'd say this is a first-class emergency. Whoop. And I'm pretty sure he has just a guaranteed kill radius when he gets close enough. You don't actually get a chance to dodge his attack. Though I did hear him whip crack at me there, so... Okay. Am I waiting for the elevator, or... do I have to press something else? Alright, well... guess we're just gonna keep up the explosive tango here. Think the elevator's here? I'm hearing a sound that could be an elevator descending, or it could be just part of the music. There it is. Yep. Thanks for the cutscene stopping my run as well. I was hammering shift to get him to run again, and he's like, nah, let's just take a stroll. I also like that Leiv just casually turns and walks away after he kills you every time. He doesn't just stand there. You know, like, the boss fight was annoying, but it was kind of a minor annoyance. This is just, like, tedious. I don't have time to wait for him to get back up. Alright, we're just gonna have to do this every time we get insta-killed by him.
God damn it, this thing's unstoppable. I gotta get out of here
I take it his giant tentacle arm is the one that got ripped off by Sandman. So he grew a new one. Like, there are a lot of tanks here, so we do have a lot of opportunities to slow him down. Ah, shit. I think once this door opens... No. I guess he just starts sprinting after he gets down. Forgot there was a quick turn. Oh, no. Looks like he sort of slowed down. He picks up speed when he's doing his attack charge. Alright. So he was in the middle of doing his animation to go down to his knee, but I guess he still has a kill radius while he's doing that. Ah, boy. What a disappointing ending. Like, I'm really hoping they don't have a stupid, tedious final boss as well, because this part is killing any enthusiasm for more of that. And I didn't kill the zombie, so now I gotta deal with that problem.
God damn it, this thing's unstoppable. I gotta get out of here immediately.
I wonder if I can do this before the zombie catches up to me. Well, at least we have to wait less for Leiv to catch up. It almost seems like it's not worth downing him until the next door, because if I down him here, then he starts running early. See, as soon as you open that door, he's like, oh, gotta charge now. Oh, that was a waste. That long delay where you switch weapons before he actually pulls out his friggin' gun is not great. Alright. Can I get past him here? Nope. Once he gets into this room, you're basically dead because there's not enough room to get around his kill bubble. Alright, this part really sucks, so I'm just going to skip any further attempts in favor of getting in the elevator. I don't think anyone will mind. So I'll see you when I'm done with this bullshit. Alright, the elevator's here. He is down. Let's get in it and get out of this section forever. Only took a couple attempts, but I did learn that he can also insta-kill you while he's down on his knees. He just pops back up suddenly and kills you. After narrowly surviving his last confrontation with the monster who was once Special Agent Leiv, Raven finally reaches the rooftop of the dam, where he prepares to contact Sandman. Once the self-destruct device is initiated, he won't have long before the entire edifice explodes into 1,000 pieces. Alright. I guess we're still Raven. I thought I was going to switch to Sam there and be like, meanwhile... I mean, we saw there was an explosion from Sam's perspective on the dam, so clearly something's going to blow up here. But hey, at least we're done that section. I don't know why they felt the need to make that so janky. All they needed for me to be not annoyed by it was for him to actually have to attack to insta-kill you.
On the roof of the dam. The
Instead of just touching near you.
The Citadel's been overrun. The whole situation's foobar. No survivors. Hold on. No. There's no way. Leave. Leave it. Stop until the end.
You don't believe it?
Respond, goddammit!
Okay, now it's going to switch to Sam. Oh no. I guess we have our final showdown with Mr. Unkillable. Mr. Death himself. Oh wait, wrong Special Forces. And I can hear him non-stop sprinting after me, so that's cool. Well, at least he actually attacks now and doesn't do his insta-kill again. He forgot. Okay, we gotta get rid of these guys. Yeah, okay, he's back to his normal boss pattern, which is good. Please don't tell me this is a dead end. This is the elevator we came out of. It's a dead end. Well, it's good, because his whip crack is a lot easier to avoid than his death radius. I'm just using the Magnum now, so I don't have to deal with them a bunch. I guess I'm just going to dump the rest into him? Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be saving for a final boss here, or if he is the final boss. Okay, well... Yep. Those things still also insta-kill you from a very large radius. Oh, okay. For a second there, I thought we hit another bug that I saw when I was reattempting my chase scene, which is sometimes this menu screen just doesn't let you continue. It just stops working. Okay, before we start this fight again, what's the ammo situation? So I've got 10 regular handgun rounds. I've got 2 magazines loaded. Let's unload this one, put regular ammo in it, and then top off our hollow point mag. Okay, so we got 14, which means I can top that up. For some reason, our Magnum holds 11 rounds of, 50 cal. But our pistol, which is 9mm, only carries 10 rounds in its magazine. Somehow they've jammed 11 giant bullets into that Magnum. It's just a really weird capacity difference. Alright, we can skip the cutscene. I think this is the fight where it feels like the janky movement is actively a problem. Because he chases you much more persistently than even the Type 7s. Nope, he didn't even go down there. Just a momentary stun. But just like that little bit of downtime you get every time you switch weapons or try to start sprinting, or anything really, is a lot more problematic here when you've got to deal with zombies and Leiv, and you got to reload. This is, again, one of the few places where a stamina shot would actually come in handy. I want to remind you, too, that I have absolutely no healing items for Raven, but I have like 4 for Sam. Double headshot. I do kind of like the delay they have to drop after you headshot them. Like they're not really sure what happened. But yeah, he can sprint seemingly infinitely. I cannot. Though I can actually keep up this pace forever. This side shuffle. And he can't really rotate with me well enough to keep up. I wonder why he runs with his arm in front of him. Like, does that actually protect him? Actually, I think this will work for avoiding his attacks. Because he has to, like, stop to attack. One shot left. Damn it. Shotgun takes so long to friggin' aim. Like, you can see how long the difference is between when the reticle comes on screen and when his gun is actually lined up. And you can't shoot until it's lined up. You can't, like, pre-shoot. You know, and have the shells just come out wherever you're aiming. I think these guys are infinite. Also, you can reload while shuffling. I don't think you can do that with a pistol, because he'll just drop it if you're sprinting at all. Alright, well, this is the key to winning this fight, is this side shuffle. Because it doesn't use stamina.
Oh, crap.
And now the Magnum is useless, because there's no way I'm going to get a chance to reload that. Now, my problem is, I have to... Oh, there's a health shot here. And what is that, shotgun ammo? Oh, it is. There's infinite shotgun ammo there. It's really weird that they made a survival horror game where you have to conserve ammo, but then they're like, yeah, we're not sure if you actually did that, so in the boss fights we'll just give you infinite ammo. Only this one's with Leiv, though. God damn it. I don't know how I'm supposed to shoot these with him trailing on my ass, especially when they're all up against the wall. Oh, he stopped to do a spit. I guess that's my opportunity to let him explode. Yep, I knew that was going to happen because there was 2 of them there. That is just a death trap to get him near those. Not to mention a waste of explosives, because there's no way to set just one off. Just everything about Leiv here has been a pain in the ass. The first fight was a pain in the ass to get him to stand on the thing. Then the hallway was a double pain in the ass to get him to not kill you. And now he's a pain in the ass to actually kill. Like, he would be a pain even if there wasn't zombies in this fight. And I'm still pretty sure this is not the final boss. I mean, the good thing is, he doesn't have to be that close to it for us to damage him. But, like, these ones against the far walls, how am I going to get him close enough to that without getting hit? I guess like that, if he misses his attack. What's he doing? He used distraction wiggle. It was effective.
Bitch.
actually can't tell if these zombies keep respawning or it's just because I haven't finished any of them off. Okay, no. He didn't go... I was hoping he would go around those zombies, blocking him, but he can just clip through them. That's when they do that kind of confused stumble. He's not even dead. Yep, that one definitely spawned in. Oh boy. So we have infinite zombies. We have him stun locking me here while I get grabbed by zombies. And I'm gonna get grabbed by this one behind me. Are you kidding me? He's just gonna keep doing it. There's no way to stop him from doing that. What a bullshit fucking combo. I wish I had a grenade launcher right now. Or even just a grenade. I may have used them poorly in the Resident Evil 2 remake, but they were still useful. Okay, well I think this attempt is fucked. There is a health shot over here, but I don't know if it's going to be worth trying to use it. Look how many zombies are on the field now. I feel like I'm playing fucking solo zombicide. It's like, oh, I get one move, they get 11, one for each of them, and then more spawn. I'm trying to get him near some explosives. At this point, I'm not sure it's worth it. Yeah, as I thought, it barely affects the zombies for some reason. It should be an instant kill on the zombies, but half of them are like, eh, explosions. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think there's 7 out here right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 zombies. I'm sure you're like, oh, just fight him already, but like, how? How am I gonna just fight him? If I stop for a second, I get swarmed. And I've got all these useless fucking... I guess I could, you know, stand still and then let him... Did that even do damage? He just kind of shoved me with his shoulder. Quickly, shoot up. I didn't think I would have time to heal. I guess I'm just gonna have to try to kill these zombies and hope that they stop spawning eventually. What I want to do is I want to get him to try to whip crack me right next to these barrels. There we go. I was kind of hoping at this point that they're not infinitely spawning, that there's a set amount of spawns. Because, I mean, we've got enough shotgun ammo that I could, you know, thin the herd. Oh, I think I'm using slugs now. Oh, fuck. Parking barricades. I don't know how I didn't die there. Or how that missed, for that matter. Leiv isn't the only one that's stubborn until the end. Okay, the zombies don't seem to be coming back now, so I guess we have actually thinned their numbers out. Friggin' spit. Okay, it's just me and you, jackass. And that guy over there, but he doesn't count. Any minute now, Sam will show up and save the day. Or Sandman. Will heroically use his monster powers that created this to defeat it.
That's not good.
But, yeah, these explosive piles are just so badly lined up. Like, how am I gonna get him to stand in the fucking corner? Well, probably like this, but still, it's not ideal. That missed him. You have to essentially get him to chase you into a dead-end corner where you are very vulnerable, and then hope that he misses his attack so you can blow it up. It's just like, stand here, get out of the way, hope that I don't blow myself up. I think I have to kill him because there's no more explosive barrels, so... I think it is just a matter of chewing away at his health pool until something happens. Very slowly kind of runs out of stamina. Oh, shit. Yep. Killed by those parking barricades after all. Okay. So, we know the zombies aren't infinite, so I'm just gonna have to chew through them before I worry about him. Using my shotgun. Alright, well this is doable, I guess, assuming that we can kill him. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a back weakness like the normal Hades. I think we confirmed that in the fight. However, it may be that we're supposed to do something else while he's... Well, I guess he doesn't go down, though, does he? I was gonna say, we might have to do something to him while he's down, but he just kind of stops for a second when he explodes. I've discovered that you can actually execute zombies that are down. You're pretty much guaranteed to blow their head off if they're on the ground. Which is a good way to prevent resurrection. I think that one went down in one. Yep. Just keep picking them off as they come in. Grab that health shot, though. I am going to need it. So I guess there might be another episode just because of how much tedium has been introduced into that one. Okay, you see that zombie just pop into existence? I was wondering if they only kind of spawn in when you're not looking. Turns out they just spawn in regardless. They don't give a shit if you see them materialize. Gotta kill the ads before they get in the way. Wow. Really beefed that one. Also, I don't think his tackle does damage. I think it just stuns you. Grab the ammo. Alright. I guess one of those stamina shots would have been kind of useful in this fight. I mean, not that useful because I'm just using the non-stamina draining run. I mean, really, the only reason I had so much trouble last time was because he did that stun lock shit and I got bitten like 4 times. I don't know what causes that. It seems like just if he gets stuck on the zombies, he'll do that instead. At first I thought it was distance-based, but no, it seems like if he's just kind of blocked from you, he's like, get him, my minions. Ow. That spit hurts. Okay, I think we're through most of the zombies now. Wow, I did not mean to do that. I clicked before I aimed. Surprisingly, that melee did not get me bit, though. Please don't make me get closer to you. So, y'all having fun with this very tense, very exciting boss battle where I run in a circle infinitely? I kind of feel like with this game, the quality kind of got worse the further in we got. Like, they were coming up to a release deadline, so they were like, oh shit, we just gotta push this out. Forget polishing it or playtesting it at the end stuff. As long as the beginning looks good. But there's like even just more spelling errors in the late game files. He's a little stunned. I feel like when he's got his arm like that, he'll take less damage. I don't even think that hit him. Man, it's a good thing this Jeep is here. I was gonna say UAZ, but why would there be a UAZ here? Oh, I don't know how he caught me that time. I think he's getting faster. Maybe? No, doesn't look like it. Alright, so what do I got left to use against him? I got a few explosion piles. Oh, there's also handgun magazines. I feel like I'd have to be pretty hard up to use those. The way he kind of shudders before he actually shoots his spitball at you kind of just looks like he's sneezing. Damn it. I was hoping I had enough time to reload the Magnum while he was down, but it takes so goddamn long. I didn't even get the menu up. So, one thing I'm wondering, this just came to mind now, I have that Pollux antidote, right? You think maybe I have to run up and inject him when he's down, like Wesker style from Resident Evil 5? You know, if the antidote would kill him. Otherwise, this is just gonna go on forever, I think. These are slugs. Gotta stay away from those friggin' poles. They will be the death of me once again.
Boxing in the right room would be nice.
I guess I have more slugs than I thought. Alright. 2 shots is all I have left before I have to go grab some ammo. Don't know why he's not going down again. I thought it was just damage based. Quickly, stock up. Alright, I think I grabbed like 48 rounds. Give him the shot! Give him the shot! Nope. I guess he just has a bajillion health that we have to wear down. Nothing hidden back there. At this point, I'm kind of just like looking around the arena, seeing if there's something else I need to do. Because if this really is just an endurance fight, that's also pretty shitty. Like, no wonder they had to give you a box of infinite ammo if that ends up being the case. You know, the worst thing is, too, I just thought about it and I was like, oh, I'll check my objectives quickly and see if this is what I'm supposed to do. But of course I can't do that because it requires me to pull up the PDA. It was really just an endurance fight. I want to remind you that I'm not even on the hardest difficulty.
Nice one, kid. You really put the shithawk in a fucking coma.
Major!
How awful would that
It's hard to
be
believe. I didn't think Leiv could get any nastier than he already was.
on the hardest difficulty?
Come on, we need to get out of here. The dam's gonna blow.
Right, we better hurry.
Hit it!
Raven, go get it out of here!
No. I won't leave another man behind. Not like this.
If he can survive an exploding helicopter, I think a little bit of rebar is fine.
Not today, kid. Not today.
Punched out my eardrums.
You've already risked your life far too many times. This time, only one of us is walking away from here alive.
They're gonna have a monster fight.
The truth is undeniable. Fortune favors the bold. I accomplished my mission at the first light of dawn, and for once in my existence, the best plan was to not have a plan.
He really doesn't sound like Leon anymore. Or Leon's voice actor, but you know, it has been a long time.
Aiden! How in the hell did you... Where? Oh no.
Sorry to disappoint you, kid. I guess the great Sandman ain't so great after all. But after all of the lives lost, at least I managed to save one.
What's going on? By all rights, you should be dead. And you're not. Wait. What? Who's did that to you?
Only now did I remember that fact from the beginning of the
That
game.
fucking guy! Don't touch me! Stay away! Leiv, he turned me into this freak. The antidote! I need it now!
This?
Give it to me now!
How did you even know I had this? He could smell it.
You alright? Did it work?
I know it's been like 10 seconds, but did it work?
You remember me? You mass-murdering piece of shit? I will never forgive you for taking her away from me.
What? What the hell are you? Drop your gun right now.
You fucker! You killed her. Why? What did my baby ever do to you?
Hey,
And it needed her brain.
whoa, calm down. Too many people have died already. Why don't you drop the weapon so we can talk about it? Whatever happened, it's over. It's over.
No! It's not over. Not by a long shot.
And here I thought it was over.
This guy pays for what he did to her.
Listen. I don't know you, sir. But you can trust me when I say the man who did all this is dead. The Major's a hero. He risked his life.
He risked his life? Huh? For what? To murder tens of people? Including my wife?
Who are the other people he's talking about?
Soldier boy, I saw what he did to her.
Like,
Baby.
the hospital people?
Now, I suggest you get the fuck out of my way, or you can go to hell with them!
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir. Drop your weapon, or I'm gonna shoot you where you stand. No matter what you think you saw.
Stand down, Raven. Stand down. It's you, isn't it? Samuel.
How do you know my name?
You're that Daymare guy.
Because I know more than what you think. But the only thing you really need to know is that I'm truly sorry. I never meant to hurt her. Not intentionally. Your wife, she was one of the few people I could really count on to.
What's that supposed to mean, huh? Huh? Who are you people?
He's the one who ripped my arm off and broke my neck, baby. While you just stood by and watched me die.
No, that's not what happened. That's not how... That's not... She's dead!
Sam, baby, are we really gonna argue over semantics? Just look at yourself. You're nothing but a frightened lab rat.
Shut up!
That's all you want.
Shut
That's
up!
all you ever were.
Shut the fuck up! Just shut your mouth.
Samuel,
Stop! Just don't say another goddamn word!
These people know everything about you.
Fight it,
They
Samuel!
always used you for their advantage.
No!
They
This
own
isn't
you,
real!
Sam. You've
She's
been
dead!
company property.
Don't listen to her,
Since the
Samuel!
moment you were born.
Damn it! The voice isn't Sarah!
Was she just a company plant all the time and never actually his wife?
Don't do it!
This is a really long ending cutscene. Or series of cutscenes, I guess. Okay, that is actually the ending. Seriously? I thought there was going to be a little bit something we had to do after that, but no, it's just like, standoff. What about the giant flesh monster I was promised? Where's that? Was that just a fake out? Alright. Well, I guess that's Daymare. 1998. It was something. I wouldn't say it was awful or anything, because it wasn't, you know. I was enjoying myself for most of it, but you can definitely tell that this began life as a fan project by a bunch of dedicated fans who had perhaps not had a lot of experience in game development prior to this. And again, this all began before there was any word of a Resident Evil 2 remake, or now a Resident Evil 3 remake. This is just, hey, they don't make those kind of games anymore, so we want to make one. And then Capcom was like, nah, you actually can't make a fan remake of Resident Evil 2. Sorry, guys, but why don't you make your own game? They're like, alright, let's make a game that's very similar and has a lot of references, but isn't quite the same game. But to really differentiate it from Resident Evil, let's have a convoluted story that's only half explained. We still don't know what Daymare syndrome is. They never actually fucking said what it was, why it's important, what's special about it. All I can hope for now is that we get something after the credits, which I think are unskippable. No, we could skip it. I don't know if they're going to be like, oh, we're punishing you for skipping the credits by not giving you the ending cutscene. I mean, it's not a big studio. I feel like we shouldn't have that far to go. And as you can probably tell, this was Italian developed. A lot of Italian names in there. But yeah, frustrations aside, I do hope that Invader continue on to make maybe another game like this with more polish and, you know, a bit more of a budget now that Daymare's out. No idea how well this game is done, but I think it reviews pretty well on Steam. It's at least a positive. Alright, we're gonna take the risk and skip the cutscene and hope that there is another cutscene after this. So yeah, was that like the whole... Oh yeah, Sarah was actually an employee for Hexacore and she married you to keep an eye on you. Was that the arm that he stole? We're in first person now. In a very shiny laboratory. in apparently Japan? I assume this is cleaner. That seems like a safe bet.
Signature confirmed. Welcome back, sir.
Boot up the register.
Ready to receive.
Mission report K731. Personal code FG9565061. Mission status completed. The material requested has been recovered. Of those involved, there's no one left. At least no one who knows what's really going on.
What's with all these
I erased all
breathing
traces
skeletons?
of K's involvement. Hexacore Biogenetics will be blamed and held accountable for the mishap in Keen Sight.
There's the jellyfish.
Sir.
Great job, sir. I'm programmed to only compliment you for your schemes. So yeah, he's, I guess, here in some other lab for K, which is, I assume, that Japanese company we kept seeing. Yeah, Kuranosu, that's the one we kept seeing on a bunch of the healing items throughout the game. And I was like, it's weird that they keep mentioning that. So this is a competing company that wanted to get Castor and Pollux. But I don't understand what's up with these skeletons with breathing apparatus. Also, the breathing apparatus does not seem to be connected to anything except just like a floating tank. I mean, it's neat to have this part be first person, I guess because they didn't want to, they wanted Cleaner to feel secretive by not having a model. Also, I feel like this area looks a lot better than most of the game. Maybe it's just all the reflective white surfaces, but visually I think this is better. Maybe it's just higher fidelity because it's first person, so they wanted it to look better.
Following materials archive. Evidence number 1. HAF4RG0 Delta surveillance footage.
Okay, press F to archive evidence. So hopefully this gives us an answer, this ending bit. What a surprise, Sandman was the real traitor.
Evidence number 2. Intercepted voice messages of Major Sandman Bogan.
So really, Raven just came back at an inopportune time. And I guess Leiv was like, oh, you want the samples? Here you go. And he smashed him in the face with it. Which was still a bad idea, it turned out.
Voice message with encryption code X.
So Leiv wasn't a traitor, he was just kind of a dick in general.
5. Sarah, I would have liked to speak with you in person, but I'm afraid that's just not gonna happen. So this is it.
I believe we did see a report with Sarah's name on it, but I had already forgotten it.
I told you that I'd do whatever it takes to protect her, and now I gotta prove just that.
Actually, I don't know if we ever saw her name when she was alive.
But mostly prove it to her. My precious little angel, Samantha. In exactly 7 days, my man and I will be deployed to the h.a.d.e.s labs to recover samples of Castor and Pollux. After which, you know what I have to do.
So yeah, that
Right
note we read was from her trying to report Sandman.
Lost to save just one. But she's my baby girl. So listen up. I want you to leave Keen Sight, you and your Samuel, and get as far away from the city as possible. The gears of destruction are already in motion, and nobody can stop them now. And even if they could, I wouldn't let them. So, if one day my conscience does feel a little less guilty, it'll only be because I've not only saved my daughter's life, but yours as well.
So did that ever work out for him?
Truly love someone with every fiber of your being.
Oh man, that wedding picture,
Make to hold
they
on
look
to
so
that
robotic.
love, to be with that person and share one last day, one last minute, one last tantalizing second. I couldn't live with myself knowing I didn't step up and do something, even if it means burning in hell for eternity. That should come easy compared to a living hell without her.
But again, he didn't have her at the end. So, did he get her out of the city somehow?
Saving Samantha will be enough.
Evidence number 3, Sarah Carmichael's recording to Sam Walker.
Alright. I guess we have one more after this, which is just a text file. This is going to be a long episode.
Sam, sweetheart, I've been waiting for this day to come, wishing I didn't have to tell you the things you're about to hear. Yet, here goes nothing. The more elaborate the lie, especially one as grandiose and brazen as this, the more difficult it becomes to explain.
Are you going to explain Daymare syndrome, finally?
I should have waited for you to come home, to speak with you in person, but I just can't do anything but record this. You won't be home before dark, by which time it'll probably be too late. There's a good chance they'll come here looking for me. They. I guess you're wondering who I'm talking about. What I'm about to say will change your life forever. Change my life, too. What's happening, one way or another, was inevitable. But at the cost of many thousands of lives, it will also mean the end of our relationship.
Because I'll be dead.
Listen to me. By now, all of Keen's sight is lost. He did it. He infected the whole goddamn town, sentencing the people here to a fate worse than death. He committed a truly unforgivable sin. The last hope for a crazy man being puppeted by even crazier people.
So I guess
the Kuronosu Company.
They didn't fall off the chopper, he just released them before he even went to the back.
How anyone could have done it, even him, especially him. God damn you, Kuronosu, Hexacore, damn you both to hell! Oh, Christ. We're just a bunch of filthy murderers. All of us. Sam, listen. What I wanted to say, if I wasn't a coward, is that even though I've always loved you, I've never been completely honest with you. Beneath this city, behind your disease, lies a tangled web of secrets linked to the company.
If only Sam had looked at the tape recorder on the table.
Rather than being obliged by this tragedy, but I couldn't, and wasn't ready yet. I was afraid of how it might affect us. Sorry. It kills me to tell you this, but I'm not who you think I am. You already know that I work for Hexacore, but what you don't know is that my job isn't limited to mere administration.
I'm actually a big evil researcher.
The supervision of research studies, monitoring one of our most important tests. You. For decades now, our government has been experimenting in its own backyard, testing chemical weapons on an unsuspecting America. The project is called Truman, and Keensight is one of the most illustrious.
Shouldn't there be like a bunch of other Daymare children, though?
Overseeing the whole shebang since the 40s.
Since it was like all the women in that...
Hundreds of others like you are the end result of these tests. And we've been tasked with keeping you in check and gleaning as much data as possible about your condition. I can attest, however, that it took very little effort for you to become the most important part for me, because I actually fell in love with you, and it wasn't just a job for me anymore.
I failed as a researcher to remain detached.
If I love my work, I tell them yes. Thanks to you, I do. And maybe that's why I've never had the courage to tell you before. And more importantly, I would never leave this place without you, of my own free will, if given the choice. Hold on. I hear something. There's somebody out there.
There's a girl in the garden. So, did he kill her, or...
Number 4, ID tags of Sarah Carmichael, hexacore biogenetics.
Was she already dead when he got there?
27.
I mean, it looks like he ripped out her chip. Right? Presumably that's why he took the arm. June 20th, 1991. I finally did it. I'm finally in charge of one of the most important research studies. Oh god, this is 9 pages. Research studies in the country. It took years to perfect the Truman Project together with those yes men at Hexacore. Maybe longer still to convince that Washington, D.C. dinosaur Murphy to put me in charge of the whole operation. Due to their backwards way of thinking, I was either too young or too girly or too black. But in the end, they had no choice but to recognize the crowns of my achievements. In under 30 days, I'll be transferred to Keene Site, and from what the company tells me, it'll be a one-way trip. And just maybe that's what excites me the most. January 4th, 1992. I've only been here a few months, but I think I've already tuckered myself snug as a bug into this rural community. I've tucked myself, tuckered. Sometimes I feel a bit sorry for the people of Keene Site, or maybe it'd be better to refer to them by their proper names, guinea pigs. Other times I envy them, their simple small-town lives filled with the small-town values. After all, the company ensures they're safe inside their giant petri dish, closed off from all the shit of the outside world. I'd like to think that I too have helped create a sort of paradise here, or perhaps another circle of hell. I'm still not sure yet. June 3rd, 1993. The most difficult part of the Truman Project is officially underway, or at least in regards to my active role in the field. All the researchers stationed here must have frequent contact with a subject in order to control it, and I'm no exception to the rule. Also, whatever happened to that super mutated guy that they kept in a tank somewhere? Indeed, I'll have to lead by example. At any rate, tomorrow I'll meet Miles' special to be monitored, and judging from reports, it's clear that this one will possibly be the most important part in the whole study. I'll have to be on my best behavior once again. Meanwhile, I've been scratching at my arm for days. Just because everyone got the same chip integrated into their arm doesn't mean it's a good thing. After all, we're researchers, not the guinea pigs the government is experimenting on with the program. Unfortunately, however, these are the rules of the game and I can't back out now. So if she only got her chip installed at this point, did she go back and put those other files on here? June 7th, 1994. Oh Jesus, I haven't felt this good in years. The Truman Project is proceeding as planned, not to mention the experiments too. I just can't hide my excitement thanks to the work I've been doing with my subject. That being said, this isn't exactly an official report. I could say my subject, Sam for short, the person I've been tracking and recently approached. Well, I'm starting to think something peculiar is happening. I know I shouldn't get this attached, but the company asked me to get closer, so... And the heart wants what the heart wants, right? Where's the harm in that? May 4th, 1994. With the recent transfer of high-level personnel to the new office space atop the dam, we find ourselves butting heads with the men from Hexacore Special Units. Mind you, h.a.d.e.s agents look like rock-hard war machines who seldom interact with anyone outside their circle, and the HAF pilots seem to be normal kids despite the demanding tasks the company often gives them. Though one in particular seems to be catching the attention of all the office ladies. His name is Hayden, though everyone's been calling him Sandman after the mishap in Groom Lake. I have no idea how he made it out alive, but I'd like to know more. September 22nd, 1994. Hayden, what an extraordinary man, even in the face of the difficulties he's endured. Somehow, I got him to open up about his past again and discovered that his wife left years ago because she couldn't bear the weight of his job. I should say weight, I forgot an E. Either that or there is a very strange ghost at his job. She even left him to take care of their only daughter, baby Samantha. I really feel some kind of connection to this man, so much so in fact that I'm feeling exactly what I'm feeling for Sam. How I'm going to deal with this, only time will tell. I should probably just concentrate on my work. August 15th, 1996. I thought I could handle it. Instead, I wish I'd never gotten involved in this pile of poo. I've been working on the Truman Project for the company for 4 years now, but it looks like this isn't going to end the way I thought it would. We didn't come here to improve people's lives. We came here to test weapons of mass destruction. If that weren't bad enough, even though we've signed away our lives to these hexacore bastards with their government backing, they still won't lift a finger to help us. Any of us. Hayden told me his daughter contracted a terrible disease and requires an experimental treatment that the company just won't cover. Kind of ironic that they don't have health benefits. That's why he's been so distant these past few months. I want to do something to help. I'll always feel close to him, forever. In the meantime, at least some good news came from all this. Sam asked me to marry him. Beacon of hope in all the darkness that surrounds me. You think she gets teased about that at work all the time? That she married her test subject? A reminder that there are more important things in life. Now I know whom my heart belongs to, and I need to devote my life to him. Even though my job is already to do that, I need to do my job as effectively as possible to make him feel better. March 28th, 1997. I don't want to believe it, but Hayden asked me to meet him just outside town to reveal a scheme. There isn't much time left to save his daughter, and the only way he can do it is by committing an act so utterly despicable it borders on nefarious. Seems that Kuranosu, an international pharmaceutical company, made a deal with Hayden to save his daughter, in exchange for the destruction of hundreds, if not thousands, of lives, along with Hexacore as a whole. Worse still, it'll bring our government to its knees by revealing the truth about experiments on the American people that have been ongoing for decades. Those damn whistleblowers, man. They're so bad for America. He must have lost it, completely freaked out. Nothing, not even the loss of a loved one, can justify such a stupid and reckless decision. I'm pretty sure those bastards are using him. I just don't understand why the hell he doesn't see it. I need to talk some sense into him. I'm sure those are just the words of a desperate father, but if he doesn't listen to reason, I'll have no choice but to report him to the company's internal affairs department. So I don't know if I could live with what they do to him. That's what she never got around to finishing. Hayden left the base and took a few days' leave. Sadly, his daughter Samantha didn't make it. Her little heart gave out just 2 days ago. I feel sorry for him, but this could be a blessing in disguise. Now he won't have any reason to enact the nefarious scheme of his. From what I gather, he's got a long journey to the medical center where she was being treated. Though I'm sure he'll come back soon, and when he does, I'll be there to support him in whatever way possible. And now we've got her in a tube. We're going to make her into a super soldier. Still not a very conclusive ending, and still, I guess we're just never going to get an answer about why Daymare was an important study or at all relevant to everything. Well, that's Daymare. That's the end of Daymare 1998, and what an end that was. A little bit of a mess, a little bit of jank, a really annoying boss, and no giant flesh beast. A lot of fake outs in the files throughout this game. Alright, well, that's Daymare. We're pretty much done with it. I'm gonna do one bonus episode to just, give this h.a.d.e.s dead end mode a try, the sort of mercenaries equivalent. But we're not gonna try to finish it or anything, I'm just gonna take a look at it. And then we'll be done with Daymare for good. And, be looking forward to the Resident Evil 3 remake. But, thanks for joining me on this journey through Keen Sight. And I hope I'll see you again in more zombie-infested cities. Take care, everyone.